Here is a look at the players he's starting tonight to go up against the Blues of Chelsea. So much experience.
They're kind of in this really fascinating moment where their endurance are going to be tested because of the games played this system. And speaking to Liam Delap in his debut and getting the assist on the second goal.
And here we go. Match day 2 here at the Club World Cup is underway. Kevin Egan thrilled to be alongside former US Olympic captain Brian Dunseth as we get set for this blockbuster meeting here from Lincoln Financial Field. Flamengo fans, goal and an assist for the former Atlanta United and Lille man. A strike from distance, that's a good one too.
Loves defending 1v1 in wide spots, but also loves getting forward. And Lucas, the number.
A couple of big calls from Felipe Luis in the build-up to this one. Ayrton Lucas getting the nod at left back in place of Alexandro as Chelsea go up the other end. Here's Delap, a chance to shoot for Liam Delap. Oh, what a save! Electric move from Chelsea.
The two center backs split apart in Pereira 1v1 as Liam Delap shows not only the technical ability but the speed to pull away, and at the last second uncorks his shot at the near post.
Colwill shallower forward now. Lofted out swinger.
Oh, something to keep an eye on, Kev. Straight off the training.
Real Betis 4-1 as well in a European final. And how a victory here in the Club World Cup would cap off a remarkable first season for Enzo Maresca.
Well, maybe the joke's been on us for these past 3 years, as everybody was so focused on Todd Bowley and Clear Lake Capital, thinking about the amount of money being spent and the turnover of this squad. But credit to the sporting directors, Lawrence Stewart, Paul Stanley, even Joe Shields, thinking about what the window looks like. Liam Delap, the 19-year-old goalkeeper, Penders. You think about Sar, Isugu, Andre Santos, Kendry Paez coming.
Oh, what a ball that is! Breaking in behind now is Gerson. Plata makes his way inside the area now. Little flick off the Asqueta. Inside, well held by Sanchez.
Well, the frustration from the referee as well as the player floating on the field, but the first time ball perfectly timed. He's in his own half, no concern about being flagged for offside. He wants the left foot, gets the left foot, a delayed ball into space, follows up his...
Strong in the challenge again, going to ground, Jorginho. Heavy challenge and a yellow card issued here to Moises Caicedo. Lofted ball inside here. Challenged in the air from Pereira. Oh, hang on a second. Neto, he could go all the way here. Pedro Neto in on goal. Can he finish? Yes, he can. Chelsea strike first, and it's their Portuguese superstar, Pedro Neto.
Well, he got the opener against LAFC in the 34th minute, does the same except much earlier against Flamengo. Mistake across the back line, the inability to clear the ball, and Pedro Neto fortunate and yet just hunting. Nothing worse than a defender trying to clear his lines and the ball bobbling up and hitting the attacking player. His power, his pace, his intensity gets him away from any recovering defender. He's isolated 1v1, and Agustin Rossi trying to stay. Well, you brought up a good point. Not only are you playing for the pride of wearing the crest and representing Brazilian football, but don't think for a moment that these players aren't also thinking about the opportunity, utilizing great performances for maybe a dream move somewhere else. You know what, Dunny? If anything, I think this tournament could turn that around the other way too, with players wanting to play in South America. Well stepped by Cucurella. Lays it off. Malagusta wants one from distance. Rossi, second bite at it. There, Kev, Gusto from distance. He was a second half sub, replacing Reece James against LA, seemingly losing the appetite to show yellow in the second half. Diascaeta takes it, whips it beautifully. Great ball back inside, cleared off the line.
Gerson connecting with the cross. Flamengo have it again. Once more, De Escate. Across for Gerson. Pushing back to Sanchez.
Well, on 2 occasions, we've seen a defender protect the shoulder.
Caicedo. Space and time now for Marco Correa. Enzo Fernandez spins the challenge, goes to ground. Chelsea won a penalty. Waved away by the referee.
Oh, he's got a serious argument. Enzo Fernandez gets to the end line. Gerson, he's draped all over him. He's got his jersey. And with that look, you have to think.
A massive moment in this match. Waved away as we play on.
Safety first, push it out for a corner.
This has got to be it for Flamengo. Bulgar. Referee thought about blowing the whistle. The strike from distance, a low daisy cutter, and that will do it. A pulsating 45 minutes from Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia sees the Blues at Chelsea into the grateful pause of Rossi. Quick clears, hang on a second, Gerson has it! Bearing down on goal, cuts back onto the right foot, deflected, and it's still there and just wide. A chance out of nothing.
To the moment that led to the goal from Pedro Neto in that first half. Gerson, right place, right time. Watch the tackle from Reece James. That redirection changes the way Gonzalo Plata is forced to go the outside of the left instead of the inside of the right. Mistakes, havoc avoided for Chelsea. The inability of Plata to have the contact necessary to beat the recovering Robert Sanchez. Brilliant opportunity. Oh, it sounds like subs are preparing for Chelsea.
Gerson, oh, well done. Enrique, back for Gerson, filters all the way through. Here's Plata!
First time with his right foot. Instead takes his touch back across Gusto. And it's a window washer save from Robert Sanchez. Reads it perfectly. Doesn't overcommit on the anticipation. And while he slips getting his shot off, Robert...
Biggest save of the night, no question, from Robert Sanchez. Here's Luis Araujo from the corner. Low delivery, a poor cross from Araujo, who keeps it in play. Lofted cross, there's Plata again! Goal! Off the bench! Into the back of the net! It's Bruno Enrique! Flamengo are level!
Well, it's the goal they wanted, the goal that they needed, Flamengo! In this second half, the emphasis was to throw numbers forward. Risk versus reward. And less than 7 minutes after coming on as a substitute. The initial ball, he's in an onside position, Gonzalo Plata. As he plays it back across, then Ike keeps himself onside. The trap.
Corner kick, Flamengo. Climbing high and winning it, it's a chance! And another goal! The experienced duo for Flamengo. First it was Enrique, now it's Danilo at the back post. Chelsea are rocked as the Brazilians Flamengo take the lead.
Set pieces and corner kicks, brilliant opportunities for Flamengo. Changing the tide and the momentum back into their favor. Danilo coming into this match, deemed a better fit than Ortiz in the starting 11. heavily criticized Felipe Luis at the start of the game and at halftime. Swung in ball, header one. They've already had wins against Botafogo, Palmeiras, and Corinthians. Don't think for a second this Flamengo side isn't battle-tested. And a straight red to Nicholas Jackson. Keep an eye on where the studs are. Oh, he stomped through.
Jorginho, lovely 1-2. Wesley, low delivery, falls kindly here. Straight at Robert Sanchez.
Some of the antagonistic challenges from the Chelsea midfielders and defenders. Flamengo really starts to spread their wings in possession and attacking moments, being up a man since the red card shown.
We'll have the free kick, and it's Cole Palmer. Palmer clips it. Lovely ball inside. A decent header. Loops over.
Oh, he got the game winner against LAFC. At least put the one to bed. He's in an onside position. Nobody tried.
Varela. First touches for him. Pushed on beautifully. Nice return as well. Falls kindly! Goal! Talk about an impact! Wallace Yan! On the field, less than a minute, and the substitute may have wrapped up an epic and famous victory for Flamengo.
Flamengo dared to dream about moments like this. Felipe Luis continued to tell us that this was Flamengo's opportunity. Side of Flamengo's penalty area.
This time it's Neto with the ball in hand. Chelsea need this to hit the back of the net and then hope for several minutes of added time. Neto falls kindly inside the area. This one goes out for a corner. Augustin Rossi celebrating with the Flamengo faithful.
Oh, he stayed connected. He's anticipatory coming.
Clipped inside, far too easy for Rossi.